I'm here in the studio again with Selina Hogan, who we met previously, and she's still in a homeless hotel. And obviously this week there's been several comments by people of authority about homelessness, and I thought we could have a chat about it and how it feels for you to hear those kind of comments. So maybe first, Leo Varadkar, the Taoiseach, said that Ireland has one of the lowest levels of homelessness compared to our peers. What do you think of his comment?
I actually think this is absolutely shocking. The criticism that has been made on these homeless families, on rough sleepers that, you know, didn't bring this on themselves. I think I just think it's shown. Basically, the wealthy is starting to show their true colours about how they feel about the poverty, how they feel about homeless families. Nothing's being done for these families. It's absolutely shocking. I think he was way out of line. It was such an insult to these homeless families that have just been forgotten about. We are being left there to rot. We're being treated so unfairly, and it's really just not acceptable. And I think he was very wrong in his criticising these people that didn't ask to be put in this situation. Working class people who have, you know, had high mortgages that they just couldn't pay are now in emergency accommodations with their families. There's people like myself who just, you know, landlords sold their homes and, you know, we didn't have a choice. So I do think it's fair. It's a big insult to to these people and to families as well, that we didn't ask for this. We didn't ask to be put in this situation. And I just think he was very wrong in what he said, and I do think he should give a national apology for the way he has just basically criticised these homeless families.
And then we had Eileen Gleeson, who is one of the executives of the Dublin Homeless Region Executive, which is basically part of the councils, and she basically said that people who are volunteering and giving food and cups of tea and whatever to rough sleepers shouldn't be doing that, and that people are homeless because they live chaotic lives. That's what she said on the Shuttle Work show. What do you think of her statement?
Well, personally, in my opinion, I think she should be sacked. I think that she, once again, like Leo, she was very out of line to criticise these people. At the end of the day, you're not seeing Fianna Gael. You're not seeing any of these uppity up people in the dog coming out and helping these families. These are normal working people who take the time and opportunity every evening to help these families, these rough sleepers on the street. Winter is coming. They took it on board to help these families, and I think round of applause and absolute credit to these people that took the time, you know, from doing their regular lives to come out on the street in the evening to feed these families, to look after these families. I have seen now as well that, you know, there has been people who work in barbershops are coming out with chairs and all, like giving these homeless people, you know, haircuts, giving them some form of decency in society, which is more than what the government are doing. I think they're very wrong to criticise these people, because I don't actually see any of these politicians sitting in the chambers having their lunch, you know, coming out and facing these families, and, you know, just really kind of putting, you know, they're talking about, oh, there's this, there's that, oh, we're trying to fund this, we're trying to fund that. You're doing absolutely nothing. And how absolutely dare you criticise these people for doing a job that's your responsibility to help these people, and it's taken ordinary Irish citizens, civil servants, come out on the street and help these people. And you know, it's absolutely diabolical, and it's just wrong.
And what do you think of Damien English, who's one of the junior ministers for housing, who said that we shouldn't be talking about homelessness on social media because this makes Ireland look bad in the eyes of other countries? What do you think of that?
Well, personally, like, I don't think it's making an embarrassment to Ireland. Like, what, is it just an embarrassment for the rich and wealthy, like, to know that this is the way you're running the country? I don't think it's a shame to, but I think it's I don't think it's wrong to put it on social media. I think everywhere, nationally, even around the world, internationally, should know what's going on. I mean, once again, the government are still refusing point blank to bring this as an emergency topic to the EU in order to help these families. There's 189,000 houses vacant in Ireland and 100,000 on a housing list For what reason, I cannot understand that they cannot open these houses and give these families a fighting chance. Christmas is coming. Over 3,000 children this year are actually asking Santa Claus for a house rather than tiles. That is absolutely disgusting. It's shocking. And like, children are so innocent in this crisis, they think that Christmas morning they're going to wake up in a house. And that's not the reality. It's absolutely disgusting. It's diabolical. This government should be ashamed. They should be named and shamed for what they're doing to this country. And I think it's about more now about getting these families out, not to be intimidated by this government, not to be, you know, belittled by this government. I mean, people power stopped the water charges. This is about another protest of people power getting out there and fighting this homeless crisis and letting this government know that you will not belittle us no more.